This is Amelia. When Amelia was in her teens and early 20s, she had men flocking toward her by the dozens. But now, a couple years later, she's a single mother of two with a deadbeat baby daddy and a mountain of problems. And guess who Amelia turns to for help and comfort? The excellent guy she friend-zoned because he was too nice for her taste. Nice guys finish last. It's an age-old maxim as accurate as the laws of gravity, and it still holds true in the dating world today. Unfortunately, no one wants to admit this simple truth. It's too unpopular and insensitive. If you ask any young lady what she wants in her partner, she'll probably respond with, "I want a nice guy." Now ask the same lady how many seemingly nice guys she's rebuffed over the years and watch her list them by the dozens. The question you're probably asking yourself is, why? Why do women go for the wrong choice? Why can't women appreciate the good guys? The answer is more complex than you may think, but if you want to find out, watch this video to the end. It boils down to a combination of societal conditioning and biological response. Society has long championed the idea of the bad boy, going so far as to outright idealize them in films and television shows. And so, women are drawn to these characters because they believe they embody power, strength, and confidence. On the other hand, nice guys have traditionally been portrayed as weak and uninteresting, making them unattractive prospects. Think about it. When have you ever seen a man get praised by the media for being a nice man? Never, right? Exactly. But it's not just societal conditioning that causes women to overlook good men. Biology plays a huge part too. Women are instinctively drawn to confident, assertive men regardless of how they treat them because they're perceived as strong and capable providers. And this is why we will always choose a confident jerk over a nice man. That's just how they are wired. My claims are not just baseless bro science. Research on the topic has repeatedly proven that women are naturally more attracted to men with an edge. For example, a 2016 study by Eveline Vink, published by the Journal of Environmental Psychology, showed that young women are infinitely more attracted to men who smoke and drink despite the warnings about the harmful effects of the cigarette and the bottle. It would seem that the heightened risks did nothing but further enhance the attractiveness of the so-called bad boys. Now, I'm not saying you should drink or smoke to attract women. I'm saying that certain traits are associated with jerk-like behavior that women find irresistible, and it can be difficult for nice guys to compete. Understanding why women think this way is a massive topic in academia. The dominant theory, according to Tristan Bridges, a masculinity scholar and professor of sociology at the College of the Brockpoint State University of New York, is that women favoring jerks over nice guys is a product of cultural ideals. Women value confident and assertive jerks over nice guys because those traits are traditionally associated with successful and dominant men. Women have been raised to admire such ideals within the male gender. Quite simply, for many women, the traits exhibited by bad boys get their engines running, and the good guy is often left out of the equation. A forgotten afterthought. Another simple truth that reveals women do not want good men is that women are highly insecure. With their low self-esteem, they quite simply have not learned to love themselves. Since they think so little of themselves, they are more likely to regard those who have little to no regard for them as attractive. However, those who treat them with basic respect and attention are considered weird. It is a sad but true reality that women in this state often cannot recognize the good when it comes to them. Those unsecure women would only consider a man worthy if they ran ropes around him, trying to gain his attention and prove their worth. Without properly building their self-esteem, these women give the jerks, the bad boys, and the narcissists an edge over the good men. This means the good guys come last at the dating totem pole, proving once again that good guys do come last. While several men would accept the bitter truth about them and work to improve their esteem, women love to lie to themselves and think they are better than they actually are. Without improving their self-esteem, they constantly love someone who does not love them back and choose jerks who would gladly drive their fragile self-esteem to the dust. Here is a simple, sad fact. Women are likelier to select a jerk than a good guy who loves them. It's heartbreaking to accept it, but it's true. Women often settle for less than they are worth in relationships. The problem is, these women don't realize they can and should do better. They often lack the self-confidence and the courage to go out and find someone better. Women who have dealt with traumatic upbringings have the idea drummed into them that they would never find anyone better. They've grown to see mistreatment as love and pain as part of every relationship. While they might say otherwise, the bitter truth is that most women, due to their unresolved issues and past trauma, are more likely to pick the bad guys than they are to select the good guys that are good for them. One of the ridiculous reasons why women tend to overlook the good guys when considering romantic prospects is that they do not know what they want. These women have built castles in the clouds and watched one too many romantic movies. With an overactive imagination supplied by exaggerated stories of older relatives in fiction, these women tend to have contrasting ideas of what they want. They might claim that they do not care about the money, but expect dinner at a 5-star restaurant every other week. They may say they want a good guy, but they believe their life is a Netflix drama that should be saturated with drama and fights. Even when they meet the good guys they boldly proclaim they want, they are likelier to turn their nose against him. They want a guy that opens the door for them, but they also secretly desire the one that is embarrassed by them when they make a faux pas in public. They can be annoyed with a guy who orders for them in a restaurant, but they are attracted to the one who fights a stranger bloody over a parking space. With their wishy-washy values that change with the next trending topic, several women tend to take good guys for granted and pick the jerks over the good guys with the best intentions. Have you ever been a victim of this, or do you know anyone who was? Let us know your story in the comment section below. Talking about ridiculous reasons, women are incredibly shallow individuals. In all honesty, most of us are. We live in a visual world, and many of us spend hours on various social media platforms. These websites provide blown-up, tweaked, and edited pictures, the best versions of ourselves. We tend to make snap decisions about things thanks to social media and the barrage of information. And we all know how the public adores jerks. We are all attracted to the bad boy, the rebel who fights against society and refuses to be tamed by anyone, the guy who's willing to break all the rules and stand up for himself. That's the kind of man women want. Rather than taking the time to actually know a person, several of these women make snap decisions based on appearances and then double down on their opinions. With the latent desire for intrigue, these women are more likely to make eyes at the worst bunch and ignore the best of men. When many women complain that good guys are boring, it simply means they expect fights and desire spats. It might be due to the movies and stories or to the culture, but several women relish the idea of an on-again, off-again relationship with their significant other. If they are saddled with a generally peaceful man who would more likely apologize than fight, they term him boring and passive. This sort of guy is called a goody two-shoes, who doesn't know what it means to handle a woman, and sadly, this dynamic is unlikely to change anytime soon. The bottom line is, women do not want good men. They want strong men who make them feel safe and secure. They say they want a gentle fellow in public and secretly desire an unjust man. They might claim they want an assertive man, but would dump him immediately for a controlling one. With the deep-seated desire for fuss and drama, they would leave the good guys and provide peace for the toxic individuals that also thrives on drama. It is essential to understand that the want for a strong man does not make a woman bad. It's just how they are wired. As a man, it's crucial to understand the psychology of women and how they think. That is the only way you can navigate social dynamics and avoid falling into the nice guy trap. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to watch out for the next video.